Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another upload for today. This is another TikTok compilation. Okay. So a lot of, I would say this is more creepy than woke. Okay, so let's see what's going on in these clips. Let's get into it. Alright, let's see what's going on in this.
On the morning of November 29th, Christine Young suddenly woke up out of a deep sleep feeling a cold sensation come over her. It was exactly 5:45 a.m. and she noticed that her arms and legs were starting to go numb. She thought it was strange but brushed it off in the moment, not knowing what it could have meant. After all, she needed to get some sleep so she could wake up to meet with her daughter later in the morning like they had planned for a while now. But when Christine's daughter Ashley didn't show up for their arranged meeting, she began to worry. She started frantically calling Ashley's phone but got no response. So she called each one of Ashley's friends to see if they had any idea where she was. This is when she learned that her daughter Ashley had plans to meet up with 30-year-old Jared Chance and hadn't been seen since leaving a local bar with him. A few days later, police receive a disturbing phone call from a concerned neighbor in Grand Rapids, Michigan. This neighbor explains that he's just stumbled upon a tarp with a stream of blood leaking from it. When police arrive, they find that the tarp is wrapped around a human torso. The owner of that apartment, Jared Chance. The DNA of the torso is tested and it comes back that it is human and that it does belong to Ashley Young. Ashley's arms and legs were later found in a box in Jared's apartment. That's when Ashley's mom, Christine, recalls the incident from a few days
He's sick. He's a sick man.
She woke up at exactly 5:45 in the morning was the time of her daughter Ashley's death. Unfortunately, Ashley's head has still never been located.
This is why you should never go to sleep with high socks on.
Why not?
So there was this kid who had gym class every day, and every week, to make sure that all the kids in gym class could run, the teacher would give each kid a new pair of high socks every week. But because they lived in a cold area, the kid would actually use these high socks to sleep in to keep him warm. But when he woke up, he noticed that there was a really weird pattern left on his legs because the socks were so tight, but he didn't think anything of it. So the next day he woke up and there was still the same pattern that was on his leg as the day before. So this time he decided to take a picture of it and show his friend, but his friend said that he's actually seen that pattern before.
How has the friend seen it before?
So the friend actually remembered that another student had the same exact problem that the kid was having. So they both went around the school trying to ask people if they had any answers about the pattern, and nobody knew anything. But for another week, the kid just kept waking up with these patterns on his leg and nobody knew what was going on. But then one day the kid didn't show up to school, and then the next day he didn't show up, and the next day after that, and then even his parents didn't know where he went, so they reported him missing. And they said all they found on his bed was—
This has to be one of the scariest videos I've ever seen. No ghosts, no spirits, real life. A young female real estate photographer was taking photos for her job one day. She happened to be in an occupied house. The resident began following her around. She says this wasn't unusual, so she didn't think anything of it until she started noticing multiple locks on certain doors and even a camera pointed toward one of these doors. When she goes upstairs, a man comes out of one of the rooms. What happens next is straight out of a horror film. You have to see the video for yourself.
Okay, so I took pictures of this house, and this guy was following me around like the whole time, which isn't unusual, but
this is Google Maps,
and there was like 6 people living in this house, and it's a hoarder house. But I also noticed they have like 3 locks on the door, and then down here they have locks, and then going up here they have a camera and it's facing this door. Anyway,
what the hell?
a roommate comes out of this door and he asks them if he should lock the door and kidnap me. And I said, immediately, people know where I am. And then he laughed and said, no one would ever hear from you again. Bro, I did not even finish this house. I immediately left. I was like, nope, dipped the out. You can see me right there. Hello. But yeah, pretty sure I maybe almost got kidnapped, but I don't really know.
If you're a woman and you've ever had any close calls like this, let me know in the comments below. We need to spread awareness that things like this really happen.
Imagine getting arrested for having a child with a dead body.
Jennifer
Ew.
Burrows is a 26-year-old who was working at a morgue when she was arrested after a DNA test proved her child's father was a dead body she was supposed to autopsy. But it actually gets worse from here, because while Jennifer was working as an assistant pathologist at the morgue, she had relations with more than 60 bodies, belonging to men aged 17 to 71 years old. She did this for 2
What?
years until it led to the birth of her son. Her son's father was a 57-year-old veterinarian from Texas, who passed away in a car accident in 2017. Jennifer was charged with 158 counts of indecent treatment of a corpse. Many psychologists and experts have debated why someone would do this. The reasons range from curiosity to severe mental illness. Some even believe Jennifer was suffering from psychosis. Alright, after all that, I don't really know how to end this video, so stay safe out there and follow for more.
If you still use one of these things, you might want to take caution. In the mid-80s, 17-year-old Jason Finley was found deceased in his bedroom with zero evidence as to what happened. Jason was in good health, and there was no evidence in his room that would suggest there was any kind of foul play that night. It wasn't until an autopsy revealed blood in Jason's inner ear, which points to an electrical surge of some kind. And that's when the pieces of this puzzle finally started to come together. Jason happened to be on the phone while there was a bad thunderstorm that night. And all it took was for his house to be struck by lightning and that electricity to travel through his telephone wires.
Dang,
The girl that
that's
Jason was
tough.
on the phone with also admitted to hearing a weird clicking noise, a gasp from Jason, and then silence, which
That's crazy.
kind of makes sense. When I was a teenager, I remember thinking that this was a complete myth, but it's not. It actually has happened and claimed several lives. But thankfully, that risk has greatly reduced due to less and less people using these kinds of phones. Unless you're a cell phone user that decides to use your phone while it's charging during a power surge.
If you're ever camping
Okay.
alone in the forest, which is something that I started doing when I was young there, if you ever hear animal sounds that are not quite right at night, you get up and leave. Because if they're getting close to you and they don't want you to hear human sounds, they'll start communicating in animal voices. And so, yeah, there's a few guys that were out there and they started hearing like sounds that were just a little bit off. You know, you hear like a laughing falcon sound. And then he heard the capuchins from different areas, and usually capuchin monkeys are going to be all together in one spot. And he heard it from different directions, and he was just like, he said he climbed into the river and crawled like a turtle out of that. He said he went for hours and just to escape.
This corn star is a serious pedophile, and let me tell you, this story is going to disturb you. This is Bianca Binlas, otherwise known as her stage name Marsha May. So Bianca is an infamous corn star. Her videos have millions and millions of views. She's very mainstream, but she has been charged with some absolutely disturbing and disgusting things. So back in 2014, when this story takes place, she was a rising star in the industry, but let me tell you, that's when things took a dark turn. So in May of 2014, Bianca and two 18-year-old friends of hers, she was 21 years old at the time, were arrested. So according to authorities, these three picked up three underage girls who ranged in ages from 12 to 14 years old, took them to a home in Miami, Florida, and had a party. According to authorities, the minors were then given booze and other illicit substances. They were fed to these children, and then Bianca and these three men had a party. The 13-year-old would later say that everybody was having with everybody there. And even more disturbingly, it was alleged that they were all filming this. Stupidly, she and the other two people that were involved in this horrific incident took to Instagram and posted videos and photographs with their victims. They all tried to make this seem like a completely innocent thing that they were taking a part in, but this was a disturbing pedophile incident with three underage girls. It was also discovered by the police that while the three victims were asleep afterwards, these people took zoomed-in videos of their private areas. So make no mistake, this was a complete pedophile incident. But for some reason, even after the arrest, trials, and everything, all three of these people were given probation. They never served any jail or prison time for this horrific thing that they did. And even though Bianca was blacklisted from the industry, she still continued to make content. And I'm going to read you a tweet that she tweeted after all of this legal stuff happened. Bianca said, "I love my career. I hope this doesn't interfere with my dreams, but only time will tell. Hashtag bless up for me, peeps. Much love." I mean, what the absolute... Yeah, this is just a disturbing story, and I felt like everybody online needs to know this.
And Pete, let me get back on the fact of how manifestation works and why it works. Remember, everything is vibration. This is the basic form. You must
Hold on. Alright, that worked.
understand this in order to manifest your reality. No more jobs. Remember who you are so you can stop working for them and becoming a fucking slave, man. They don't even like you. Did you know that the owner of the company that you work for don't even know you exist? And yet you work for him? You don't work for you. You work for him. And on top of that, you work for money, which is such a low vibration.
Facts.
So you need to remember that you don't need no fucking job. But I need to pay my bills. No, you don't. Nigga, trees don't pay to live.
That's what I'm saying. Trees don't pay to live. Like, come
So
on,
why
dog.
you think you should? Ants don't pay to live. Nigga, dolphins don't pay to live.
That's crazy. So you mean to tell me ants
Grass
smarter
don't pay
than
to
us?
live. Why are we the only motherfucking species that pays to live, yet we call ourselves the most intelligent?
Yeah. How are we intelligent and we getting
Because of the
controlled by
fear.
somebody else? We're dumb as fuck.
Cause
Dumb
y'all
as
ass
hell.
out there scared.
Ants
Y'all
smarter
scared
than
out
us.
there. You scared they gonna come for you. You scared you not gonna have nowhere to live. Nigga, this your fucking planet. What you mean you don't got nowhere to live? This your planet. What you mean you got nowhere to live? Nigga, this is your planet. This is your realm. You own this shit.
Yo.
And your ass don't want to walk out of the job just because you want some more money? What the fuck you doing with the money in the first place? Spending that shit on bullshit. You spend all your shit on fucking cars, clothes, diamonds. You spend it all on the shit that hurts you mentally and physically, but you will never work on yourself at all. So again, for instance, do you hear these bugs in the background? You hear these insects?
Hold on. Okay. There we go. Now I'm good.
Why were they created to make these noises? Because remember, the fact that they make the noise and the fact that it exists, that they make the noise, means it's supposed to exist. Which means they were
Exactly.
created like that. So, they're not talking in English or no fucking Spanish. What are they doing?
Frequency.
Speaking using vibration.
Yo.
They're using vibration. But because you think they're not, just because they're not talking to your ass in English, nigga, you think they just not us. Because we talking English. We talking English. Because we were taught English.
Yeah.
And once you realize everything vibrates, and once you realize your words have power, this is why they say, and thus it shall be. Speak it into existence, and thus it shall be. But why? Because everything vibrates. To them, this mallet, the bowl, nigga, the pants, the skin, the ether, the crystals, the chair, the oxygen, the hydrogen that we supposed to be breathing in, because we're not supposed to be breathing in oxygen. That's why motherfuckers age and get old, because they breathing in all this oxygen. And they think that they, oh, happy birthday. Nigga, you only fucking born one time. What are you doing celebrating a birthday every goddamn day? The same day, nigga, every day my birthday, nigga. I got solar returns, because my soul returned on September 13th. So I'm not finna be up in this bitch September 13th Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy. No, nigga, who the fuck I look like? That goofy ass shit, nigga. That goofy ass shit. We out in this bitch celebrating birthdays and don't even know why. Nigga, we don't even know why. And the only reason that we like celebrating birthdays as a kid is because we get gifts. Nigga, I know that's why I used to celebrate birthdays. Nigga, I used to love my birthday. Nigga, my parents used to hook me up, nigga. I would be having the best cakes. Nigga, the cakes. Because when I played football, nigga, my pops used to make our football banners. He'd be standing up hours, all night, 6-7 hours, painting banners, fam. Just for us to run through that bitch game day, nigga. That shit was love right there. That shit was awesome. And I never forget that shit, man. I love you, Pops. I never forget that. And fam, that's the only reason we celebrating birthdays in the first place.
I can't be the only one who just realized that when they say woke, they're interchanging that for black. What? How did I not hear it before? How did I not realize that's what they were saying this whole time? That's what Ron DeSantis was saying. Hold on.
We fight the woke in the legislature. We fight the woke in the schools. We fight the woke in the corporations. We will never, ever surrender to the woke mob. Florida is where woke goes to die. Where woke goes to die.
I think they mean black.
Yeah. Now that shit all makes sense. Remember that whole dog whistle stuff? Blow the whistle. Blow the motherfucking whistle.
Wow.
I am just dumbfounded at this point. They have figured out a way to say what they want to say without saying exactly what they want to say. And I didn't even pick up. Did you pick up on it? Because I didn't pick up on it. Wow, how did I miss that? Damn. That's deep.
It is deep.
Stay woke, y'all.
Do you believe in mermaids, merfolk, merpeople? Well, let's watch this video. Drop a comment and tell me what you guys think.
If you're closed-minded, you can't relate to this video, nor their existence, and you only know about your life. So stay where you are.
I'm trying to keep this stuff on my
bro. When it comes to our ancestors, these deities, these shapeshifters, they do live among us. And a lot of people are not enlightened because damn near half of the world is closed-minded anyway. So they only know about their world. They don't know about mermaids and how these shows and these movies like The Little Mermaid, who are trying to show you in a, kid playful sing-along way, they're telling you these beings are real. And if you were to see one in real life, what would you do? And sad to say, but a lot of people are so asleep in this world. If they were to see these deities on an island or a different country or a different place that has these sightings, a lot of these dumbass motherfuckers will walk over towards a mermaid. They see one in the water. Look, mommy, there's a mermaid. And you know what's going to happen? You think a mermaid's going to be like, hey, how are you? No, that's not how this goes.
He's got a good
Mermaids
point.
are there to please an illusion that you are not aware of. For example, buddy right here, he probably thinks Shorty beautiful as hell. But this nigga slow as fuck. Why are you talking to a girl in the middle of the water? And look at her body. He's done. He's not going to be in a casket.
Super
nor will he
done.
be cremated. He will be done for. He is going to go into her world, and she will put him in an infinite Tsukuyomi. If you don't watch Naruto, you won't know what that is. But basically, he will be in an illusion his whole life. So he may be dead.
Gone.
But if she puts him under a frequency or a siren, if this siren puts him under a frequency, he's done. He will never be able to get out of that frequency ever in his life. So he will be in a physical body in their world underwater, and he will be stuck in his mind for the rest of his life. So he will be in a nightmare, in his own hell. That's not even the real Ariel, by the way. And look at her frequency. Look at the siren's frequency.
Oh my God.
He's out of there. He's gone, coach. Pack him up.
Out.
And of course, I know somebody's probably going to say, I don't believe mermaids exist because where's the proof? If you were to take a video or if you were to spot something like this and you told somebody, what do you think will happen to you if you were to post their existence on the internet? And if the news was to cover how many people get abducted by mermaids, nobody would believe a fairy tale.
Facts.
That's why they don't cover this shit. But people die every day because of sirens.
Man, he's
and
probably
they
right.
live among us. So if you were to walk somewhere randomly, they may
Drop
be
a
right
comment,
in
tell
front
me
of
what
your
you
face
guys
and you would never
think.
know. Always be careful, but always be dangerous. I love you. Have a great day.
These are the 5 best fruits that everybody should be eating. For number 1, we got blueberries. Not only does blueberries improve your brain function, but they're also full of vitamins and minerals your body needs. Next, y'all, we got avocados. Avocados are really good if you're trying to lose weight because they keep you full longer and it's full of plant protein. They're also full of nutrition that's proven to help your body inside and out. Leave a like on this video if you knew this was a fruit. And for number 3, we got kiwis. Eating kiwis can help you get healthier skin, and they also hold properties that lower your blood pressure. For number 4, we got apples. If you're trying to lose weight, apples are good too because they're high in fiber. Apples are also an antioxidant, so they're proven to help with certain health problems. And in my opinion, apple juice is the best fruit juice, hands down. But let me know what yours is down below. And last but not least, strawberries. Strawberries are proven to boost your brain power, it's full of nutrition, and it's also low in calories. So this is one of the safest fruits to eat a lot of. And for the best quality fruit, make sure it's organic and non-GMO. Be sure to comment your favorite fruit down below and y'all stay conscious. Believe it or not, your biggest flaws can be your biggest superpower. Because naturally, everybody will overlook whatever your flaw is. But if you change your perspective, that same flaw can be something positive. Now, how can that be a superpower? Everybody, including yourself, overlooks your flaws. So if you grow comfortable within your flaws, you become unstoppable. And also, nobody can tell you shit. And this is because you're considered flawless in your own reality. In your head, there's nothing wrong with you, which means you're going to unlock confidence and self-love, which is 2 powerful things somebody can have. So remember that everything is about perspective and you can always change it. Love y'all, man. Stay conscious.
3 meals a day keeps you in your lower 3 energy centers. Why do you think they're all red, orange, and yellow? Because they're keeping you stuck in your lower states of consciousness. These centers are literally mini brains. You are thinking with them. Just because you feel rumbles in your stomach doesn't mean that you should eat. You are being impulsive and thinking with your stomach. The Lamb of God is your higher mind, and this is the lamb inside your brain. This is why the ancients painted God within the brain, because your head is heaven, and the Lamb of God is moving up Jacob's ladder, the spine, up to your higher brain, the cerebrum, the cerebram, Aries, the Lamb of God. The porn logo is even orange, which is keeping you in your sacral chakra, your lower mind. This is why the Freemasons always depict a stairway upwards, because it symbolizes your spine. You've got to move up to the higher mind. The link is in the bio for this powerful PDF. Join the Patreon for occult information.
Have you ever went somewhere and was like, damn, I feel like I've been here before. There's something about this place that feels familiar. And from my calculations, I haven't been at this exact place in this lifetime. If that ever happened to you, then 9 times out of 10, you had deja vu. And deja vu is basically when you feel like you've been somewhere that you haven't been in this lifetime. And it feels very real, like as if it was a dream or something. But at the same time, it feels like it's supposed to be happening. If y'all don't already know by now, this isn't your first time being on this planet. You've been here before, especially if you're watching this video. So you could have had a past life where you experienced the same exact thing, but in a different body, with different friends, but in the same area. Or you could have dreamed and traveled somewhere in the astral realm that was in the same exact area, but just in a higher dimension. Because when you go to sleep at night and you're dreaming, you're traveling dimensions, you're traveling realm. And in some cases, you could be experiencing another reality, another version of yourself, a different paradigm that's literally going on while you're living this life. And that could also play a factor in you having deja vu. Well, if you ever had deja vu and you felt like this, comment it below and let me know. Cause it damn sure happened to me multiple times. It literally happens just like that. Like you'll be doing something and you just feel it. You be like, what the fuck? You be like, what the hell, Billy? This shit feel real. It's cause it is real. Spiritually.
Here's another tip on telepathy. If you're walking near a busy street and a horn honks 1 time, that's no for your thought in that moment. If it honks 2 times, that's yes. And if it honks 3 times, it's hell yes. Also, Jonah in gematria equals telepathy. And I don't know about you, but I've been able to have full-blown conversations through other avatars with other people without them knowing it. Also, I've been able to communicate with telepathy through pets. I looked back in history and saw there's a man named Nicholas Roerich who could do the same thing.
You know what killed me about y'all and these celebrities, bro? These celebrities ain't did nothing for y'all ever in life. I mean, you gotta pay to even see them. Y'all be all in their comments on IG, I just love you so much. And they don't even reply. Look right past it like, who are you? I'm talking about y'all really be obsessed with these celebrities, bro. Claiming they kids, you feel me? Now, if that ain't sick in the head, then I don't know what is. I'm talking about y'all know these people by their real name too. Y'all know their mama name, y'all know their daddy name, their sister's name, their kids' names. I'm talking about people standing at these folk concerts with signs, you know what I'm saying? I sold my house to be here and stuff like that. Like, what? But she ain't never supported your friend who got the eyelash business.
Wow.
Y'all get on here and call people weird and conspiracy theorists for talking about these people. Y'all don't even know these people. But we crazy and we weird and we need to touch grass. Like y'all be more hurt when a celebrity die than y'all be when y'all own family be passing away. If these celebrities seen y'all on the side of the road in the middle of the night, you think they'll stop? Oh my God, one of my fans. Let me give him a ride. Let me put some money in his pockets. Cut it out.
Did y'all know it was rice?
Post wanted to launch a cereal that was based and licensed by the Flintstones, which was a popular cartoon at the time.
The multicolored meal starts out as plain white rice, and lots of it. Workers unload the rice into giant cookers.
Here we bring together 1,400 pounds of long-grain white rice, water, a bit of salt, and our colors to begin the process of manufacturing Pebbles.
They turn up the heat to 200 degrees Fahrenheit and let the rice cook. 20 minutes later, the steaming rice comes out with a hot, vibrant new look. Next, it heads to a holding area for what's called tempering. After 2 hours, the moisture in the rice evens out. This keeps it from breaking apart in the next step. Hundreds of pounds of pressure completely flatten the rainbow rice into flakes. That's right, they actually smoosh the rice to form its pebble-like shape. But these aren't true Fruity Pebbles until they puff them back up. That crispy texture forms very quickly in the toaster, which is a blistering 500 degrees Fahrenheit. Next up, the cereal takes a spin in what looks like a big washing machine.
In the coating reel, we add the flavor, vitamins, and liquid sugar. We then go through a dryer that gets us to our final texture of the Fruity Pebble product.
The fruity mix sails through a scale and seals up
What?
in a bag.
That's rice the whole time?
44 million pounds of Fruity Pebbles every year.
It's like me versus...
Nah, bro, I ain't never seen that.
Yeah, okay. I can say clone. I want to say clone. All right, so there's like a clone in the movie that's trying to, like, me. No, tell him it's directed by Ang Lee. Tell him when it comes out. Let's get a selfie real quick. Let's hop in for a selfie.
That was just Will Smith promoting his movie. Come on, clones aren't really real. That's CGI.
I have a clone. It's about a good 3 of me.
3 of me.
All right, I'm the first person to ever use it. I'm cloned.
Okay.
Can you conspiracy theorists not take a joke?
Kevin Hart's crash, that horrible accident that really when you see the photos, everyone is wondering how in the world...
I have a clone.
They all survived. Kevin and the 2 other people were in the car with him.
You've seen people die from far lesser car accidents than that. Scary situation.
Okay, miracles can happen. Just because he survived doesn't make him a clone. Come on, guys. Just because we can clone a sheep doesn't mean we can clone a human.
A woman claims a man who looks like Mike Tyson.
Why is he being so sarcastic?
Now, the lookalike even has a tattoo similar to the one Tyson has on his own face. The real Mike Tyson heard about the investigation and shared a photo taken with fellow celebrity Jenny McCarthy. It places him in Florida when the incident in Houston took place.
$2 million for each of my lookalikes. I get indicted. They captured a clone.
Here's 5 signs you're growing. Number 1, you don't get mad at people as much because you understand them better. Number 2, you let go of things that are letting go of you. Number 3, you move on from people who are showing you that they're moving on from you. Number 4, you're not a slave to your emotions. You simply observe them. And number 5, you just trust. Trust that you never have to force anything because everything that's meant for you is on the way.
We all in an abusive relationship with Apple because they just released the iPhone 15. I already know what you're thinking. Oh, no, you used the wrong screenshot because that's the iPhone 14. No, you're wrong. It's the iPhone 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. It's all of them because all the iPhones been the same for the last 4 to 5 years. I like at this point, I'm like, why are you even having an event? Like, why did I sit down for an hour when I could have watched last year's event to see the iPhone 15? Like, because it's the same damn thing. At this point, can y'all just send an email? Like, why are you wasting all this money and getting all these people out there and paying people to come film and then you don't do nothing new? Like, save that for something big. Like, you did nothing this year. Absolutely nothing. These think we care about, oh, we got a new processing chip. I can't even say that, mother. chip. I like Ruffles. I don't care about no damn Apple chip. Like, what are we doing here? Big innovative thing is USB-C. That's been around since 2017. My wife got a vibrator that comes USB-C. Like, you let sex toys beat you?
Sit with self for a little while, and I guarantee you, your soul remembers that. You're just running from your soul because you're too busy listening to different frequencies all day. Be still and sit with yourself. Meditate. I guarantee you your soul remember that. That's why they keep you moving all day. Keep you working. Keep you running like a chicken with your head cut off. So you don't have no time for self.
Nope. No time for self.
Lies with self. The only way to break this light code lockdown is to exit Earth and enter reality, which is to go inside of self.
Come. I got a story time for y'all. And this one is about Atlanta. Again. Okay?
Hold on.
Okay, so recently I had got hired at Northside Hospital. I did a Zoom interview, went through the whole interview process. They gave me all my hiring paperwork, all this, all that, okay? Now, basically, something had just told me, like, just call before you put in your information, because it was basically giving me my I-9s, all this, you know, all the hiring paperwork, you know, y'all know. So I called the hospital and I asked for the communication supervisor, because that's what I was going to be doing. I was going to be working with customer communication or whatever this shit is called, okay? So I end up talking to the lady and she was like, I end up talking to the supervisor or whatever, and she was like, we don't have an actual application for you online. Could you go and give me the email that, you know, you got the hiring paperwork from? Okay, so I give her the email for the hiring paperwork, and hold on, y'all. And she's like, well, this HR email is not with our company. Although it says Northside Hospital, it's not our company, but we're going to be sure to do an investigation on it. Mind y'all, my social is on this paperwork. My address is on this paperwork. My previous work experiences, everything else is on this paperwork. Okay, I did tax information, all this time. Mind you, I put in my 2 weeks at my previous job, considering the fact I've already got hired at this job, and it was just insane, y'all. It's just insane. So I was actually watching the news today, and there's a news report about protecting your identity while filling out job applications in Georgia. Now, I know that Georgia is a scamming ass fucking state, but when you get to the point where you can't even fill out a job application, and then for these jobs, you can't even call some of the jobs because they'll tell you like, oh, we'll call you, or blah, 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 blah. Like, it's just one whole big ass scam, okay? I do not recommend 0 fucking stars, okay, at all. Like, and I'm really not even a job working type of bitch. Like, I am a hairstylist, I do hair, but right now, the economy is just so messed up right now that my clients can't even stay consistent because they have to have 2 and 3 jobs to pay their bills, okay? Protect y'all identity at all costs, y'all. Not get nobody none of your information, none, not in don't even get them your bank account information for direct deposit, because I did that too as well, y'all. Don't do it. Learn from me.
Alright, so this is off the wake up. If you still use this toothpaste right here, hold on, I'm about to show you. I just feel like you shouldn't use that, and you should use this. I'm running low right now, but I'm about to go get some more. And this toothpaste is yellow and it tastes like colds a little bit, but the taste is not bad. Also, this toothpaste do not make your breath stink after you brush your teeth or the next 15 minutes after you brush your teeth. Also, this toothpaste whitens your teeth, and it don't have as much chemicals as the other one do. And also, it only costs about $3.
$3.
They do not have this everywhere, so you will have to look for it. Bet you once you brush your teeth with this, you would never use the other one again. Let's make a bet.
Somebody viewing this right now is like, what is a dog? What is a horse? What is all this?
That's Chinese astrology. Western astrology, I don't really know if it's the most accurate. What I've noticed is that Chinese astrology has been accurate. Whenever I say, hey, this was a bad year for you, they're like, yes. But the reason why I feel like Chinese astrology is more accurate is because Chinese astrology deals with the elements here on this earth. Western astrology deals with the elements in the different planets. So that's why when it comes to water, we get affected by the water. When it comes to the earth and the ground and the soils, the mud, all these different elements, we get it's closest to us and it easily impacts us.
When you are angry, stay silent. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. Accept criticism, but never accept disrespect. The best way to respect yourself is to discipline yourself. Never give up on something that you really want. Remember, it's difficult to wait, but it's even more difficult to regret. Oh yeah, don't let success go to your head. But more importantly, don't let failure go to your heart. If you are a giver, remember to learn your limits because the takers don't have any. Whatever you did today is enough, and whatever you felt today is valid. Whatever you thought today isn't to be judged. Repeat what I said each and every day until it becomes a habit.
Okay, I'm gonna start this video off by saying trigger warning, and this is for educational purposes only, so don't take down my video, TikTok. This video is about Roblox. Parents out there, if you guys let your kids play Roblox, you need to watch this video all the way through because there's been a lot of stories coming out about Roblox and the things going on. So with that being said, give me a follow and drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this video.
Roblox keeps having these stories of child predators, and this is another incident that I found. This woman says, please listen to me when I say delete your child Roblox account and never let them use the internet unsupervised. The other day I heard some children mention playing this game called Sus Cat and how they have to play when mom and dad aren't around. I was curious and came home tonight to find the most disturbing content game experience. In these sus games, you are given the sus experience. Within 5 minutes, I had a girl approach me and I was playing on my son's account. It seems the girls are approached by men and teleported into a bathroom stall. Then she directed me to open my pants, sit down, and let me gulp. She added me as a friend. She said she was 15. Then I walked out of the bathroom and saw that the server was full of children. You level up when you get experience, and head was one level. Your kids, the children, they were all levels 55 plus. After exiting the game, my phone pings. I had a private message from my sus, and she told me she was 45 and experienced and wanted to share more. I'm disgusted. I've never let my son play without me because I know some servers like Chucky and Backrooms are physiological mental, but how is this legal? On my last TikTok about this, which is like pinned in a comment, a lot of people in the comments are saying that these stories are fake. There is no way that all of these parents are making these stories up.
Mercury retrograde is finally over on September 14th, September 15th, and this is how every single person's life is going to get better. Also, personal readings are available again. Communication is going to drastically improve. You may have been ghosted or people may have taken a long time to respond, but that is finally over. Life is going to become a lot more fast-paced, fun, and exciting. That boring stagnancy you felt over the last 3 weeks is finally over. Issues in your love life are finally coming to an end. Breakups, disappointments, or arguments you may have faced in your love life over the last 3 weeks are finally going to become easier to handle. The emotional distress you felt over the last 3 weeks is coming to an end. Your mental health will become better. You won't make so many mistakes. There's a tendency for mishaps during Mercury retrograde. It's going to become faster to get stuff done. You may have procrastinated over the last 3 weeks, but you're getting on top of your work now. In general, you're going to be a lot happier and it'll become quicker and easier for you to accomplish your goals.
What the hell is going on? People are evacuating Washington due to a huge, massive wildfire, bigger than any wildfire yet.
Well, we begin this morning with a state of emergency in Washington state where 3 major wildfires are burning. 1 person confirmed dead, more than 200 structures damaged or destroyed, and thousands of people.
Completely work.
That's good, but
life.
Nearly 20,000 forced to evacuate Yellowknife.
Here's how you know when the love of your life is about to come into your life. It's when you feel like you need to be on top of your shit. And a lot of people might be feeling this energy, especially with the full moon in Virgo, where you need to be on your P's and Q's and you feel this pressing desire to be your best self. Mostly because you understand how gifted you are and how talented you are and how creative you are. And how there's so much greatness in store for you. You feel it intuitively. As you are chasing and realizing your destiny, the reason the universe blesses us with a life partner is because it reminds us that without love, all that chasing and pursuing and realizing of dreams and destiny is completely worthless.
No.
Doesn't mean anything. So the universe is about to bless you with the biggest motivator in the world. Because when you have love, life is worth living, and that destiny becomes suddenly more valuable to you.
Facts.
Peace.
It's very important right now for you to get toxic people from around you. Because, you see, we got this energy field that's around us. We can't see it because we can only see 1% of the light spectrum. But there's an energy field around us, right? And when we are in the same vicinity as a toxic person, we are going to be contaminated with their low frequency and their low vibration. You understand? And a lot of the times when we're manifesting something, we may not realize it, but the people that we have around us, the energy is transferable. And they will transfer this negative energy around everybody that's around them, you know? So it's very important that you pay attention to the people that are around you, you know?
Be happy that you don't have a lot of friends, because if you have a lot of friends, it's a lot more drama, more distractions. You're never gonna find your true self because you're constantly distracted by friends wanting you to go out to parties, wanting you to go out, you know what I'm saying, go out fucking with bitches, you know what I'm saying? You can do that, but I'm just saying it's a balance with everything, bro. But be happy that you're not distracted by people that's bringing you down, because friends can bring you down to your lowest self, and you don't even realize that. Friends can be energy vampires.
Yeah. So, drop a comment, like, share. I'm not here to judge nobody's religion or what they believe. Well, as you notice, they've been these strange discoveries of these aliens they supposed to have found, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, newsflash, they've always been here.
Yep.
They're afraid that the sky is falling. Yeah. The sky is falling, my friends. For real. Everything's opening up. One day we're going to realize that it's not even a sky up there. Yeah. They tricked us the whole time. So, these people that they're trying to, like, persuade us, like, extraterrestrials and aliens and stuff, they're the ones who are really trying to help us.
If you're watching this on September 14th, September 15th, listen up, everyone's life is finally getting better because Mercury retrograde ends today and we have a new moon today at the same time. I'll post how each sign is affected by this new moon and Mercury retrograde ending in the comments, so follow to bring my comments to the top. Also, personal readings are available. Over the last 3 weeks, Mercury retrograde brought issues and stagnancy into a certain area of every sign's life, and this new moon is finally going to cancel that out. This new moon is going to bring good luck and abundance in that area of life. The challenges you faced over the last 3 weeks during Mercury retrograde are finally over, and this new moon is going to bring a brand new chapter of success and happiness into your life. And you can finally expect things to start going your way and to run a lot more smoothly in every single area of your life, your career, love life, social life, finances, etc.
Did an alien species plant us here?
The theory of evolution is completely false, and this theory is much more likely. The education system has been lying to us all along. 66 million years ago, a meteorite is said to have crashed into Earth, causing the extinction of dinosaurs. But what if I told you it wasn't a meteorite, but a spacecraft that brought the first humans to Earth? An immense vessel where we would have stayed for years after the impact, waiting for the air to become breathable and the danger to pass. Now you might wonder why there is no trace of this giant spacecraft. The answer is simple. The early humans would have completely dismantled it to build tools and utilize its materials for survival on Earth. And the fact that we come from another place in space would explain why ancient civilizations like the Incas or Egyptians were so advanced and possessed extensive knowledge of astronomy and energy. This would also explain why we can find depictions of spacecraft in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and drawings in Mayan pyramids. But if we don't come from this planet, where do we come from? Are there other humans in the universe?
Don't forget to like and follow and stay weird.
Imagine
Imagine finding someone who's not only living in your house, but also planning to perform surgery on you. There has been so many terrifying cases of phrogging, and if you don't know what phrogging is, it's the act of an intruder living inside your home. Lifetime is coming out with a series that is filled with cases of phrogging, which I totally recommend that you guys watch. But I want to start with a phrogging case that gives me the absolute chills. This is called The Secret Surgeon. So this newlywed couple, James and Brittany Campbell, decided to move with their 2 kids to Honolulu, Hawaii after getting married in Vegas. They moved to the suburbs together and are thrilled to be starting their new lives. It's super important to note that above the bathroom at their new house, there was a crawl-space attic. Well, June of 2019 is when it all began. Brittany liked to watch makeup tutorials on YouTube as she would get ready and do her makeup and hair in the morning. And while she was doing this one day, she heard the front door slam just out of nowhere. All throughout that evening, she continued to hear the door open and close. She had asked James if he had locked the door, and he had said yes, but she still made him go downstairs and check, and he found the door unlocked. This caused a bit of an argument between the newlyweds, and she found herself starting to get more and more obsessive about checking the locks and making sure everything was safe at night. She said that she felt like she was going crazy, and James was pretty dismissive about the whole thing. Oh, James. But Brittany was fixated on this. Well, eventually one day while James was playing the piano at the house, he sees a shadow of a person walk past him. But James was like, maybe this is just someone being nosy outside. Well, a few days later, James was at home with the kids and he noticed that there was a strange message for him left on his desktop calendar, which stated, "Do as I did, choose a home, clean it, set up all devices." This story gets way scarier. Go to the next part.
Hey, that was a decent vid. I don't know why. It was some good clips in there. I want to get out of here, man. See you guys in the next one.